Did you know saving $12.50 every day will make you an automatic millionaire? Well, in this video, I'll go over David Bach's book, Automatic Millionaire, and the 6 actionable steps I was able to extract from this book. So make sure you watch the video for the whole thing. Get these 6 important steps that'll change your life. All right, let's get started.
Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, as quoted by Albert Einstein. You'll see it in a few slides here that any savings compound over time will yield a high balance. So number 1 is savings. If you're willing to save $3,000 a year, which is about $250 a month, or $12.50 on a 5-day work week, that's where the $12.50. And I'll show you on the compound interest from NerdWallet here.
Okay, as promised, this is from NerdWallet. I'll leave the link in the description below where you can do this yourself. So just Google it, go to compound interest calculator, and NerdWallet came up with it. So they have here pre-filled as a 5-year for $11,000. So we're going to play with this. So we said $3,000. Let's do that. So initial deposit is $3,000, and we'll contribute on a monthly basis of $250 monthly as a contribution cadence. Is what we're going to do. And investment year, we're going to say 40 years. We just came out of college. We're starting career, so we have plenty of years to do that. And you know, the market fluctuates back and forth, but the return on investment is anywhere from 7% to 8% up to 10%. So we're going to give it our best shot here. We're going to 10% return, and it's compounded annually. Let's do annually and just see what this looks like. Drum roll, please. So retire at 2062, and in 40 years you will have $1,523,364. So let's do this compounded interest. We'll change this around. Let's change this to a monthly interest rate. Drum roll, please. So we retired 2062, and we have made $1.742,122. So I'll leave the link in the description below. You can actually play with this. Great tool to play around with, and it's free.
Number 3 is, I call it the big 3. I got this from Nate O'Brien. It's the 3 things that affect us every day in our lives, which is our home mortgage, auto pay, and food. So to be an automatic millionaire, you have to get rid of 1 or 2 or even 2 of these items so that you can live comfortably at a retirement age. At this point in your life, your home mortgage either should be paid off or on its way to be paid off, or even think about downsizing and your home makes expensive. The second is your car. Unless you're really into supercars, you don't really need to buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari unless you're into that. But we're talking about the typical average person here, that we don't need to pick up another car payment at this point of our lives. Whatever is working appropriately. We should just enjoy our lives that we have now. The last one's food. I mean, if you're a foodie, you like to eat and experience different type of cuisines and food, and that's your guilty pleasure, then go ahead. But you have to get rid of 1 or 2 of those 3 items we talked about. You know what's better than food? Subscribe to this channel. The third is Social Security. At this age, we'll be able to get Social Security checks every month.
So we're here at the Social Security online administration from the socialsecurity.gov. Anybody can just Google this and go on here, and they'll give you an estimate how much you receive if you waited a little bit longer for retirement. I think we just saw at 70 years old you get all the benefits, and you probably get a higher check every month. So let's come up with something that's more feasible here. We'll change the date to something more feasible. We're born in 1998, and we earn an annual salary of $60,000, and we want to retire in 40 years. Let's see, so 40 years, I'm kind of bad with the math here. We'll say 2038. So we'll go here, we'll retire in June in 2038. And we'll adjust for inflated dollars, and then we'll submit. So based on birthday of 1998, so you'll be about, right now if you're looking at this, you'll be about 25. Yeah, you'll be 25, working 40 years. If your earnings doesn't go up, you make $60,000 a year based on inflation, and you want to retire in 2038, your monthly income from Social Security would be $2,077. And then the survivorship, you'll get monthly benefits. So these are monthly payouts you get in addition to your retirement. So that's the reason the Automatic Millionaire works. So you can play around with this, and you can. I'll try to leave the link in the description below so you can play with this.
The fourth is the most important in the heart of the Automatic Millionaire, an individual retirement account such as a Roth IRA, a 401k, and 403b, and the difference between the three. And I'll show you in the next slide.
So there's three types of retirements. There's a individual retirement account, or IRA, or Roth IRA. There's 401k, which is more geared toward a corporation, and then 403b is geared toward like a nonprofit, like a hospital or a school. It's just a tax code they use 403b, 401k. That's the only difference. But there's some restrictions to the Roth IRA. It is post-tax dollars. So if you want to open an individual retirement account or Roth IRA, this is post-tax dollars. In 2023, they're saying for single filers is you have to make a less than $153,000 a year. And for married couples, less than $228,000 per year. Again, reiterating the benefits of a Roth compared to other types of retirement. So a Roth, in this scenario from Investopedia, you can withdraw tax-free because it's already been it's post-tax dollars. Distribution doesn't count as an income, no income limits, and then the con, which is the bad part, is not all employers offer this. That's why it's called individual retirement account as opposed to a 401k, 403b. There's a required minimum distribution and tax and contributions. So here's the rules for 401k withdrawal rules. This will apply to the same as the 403b. I mean, like I said, the only difference is the 401k versus 403b. It's a tax code to use for federal purposes. But you can withdraw at 59 and a half, and with the required minimum distribution, RMD, it's required the IRS by the age of 73. So start withdrawing at 59 and a half, but the minimum requirement needs to be withdrawn by the age of 63. And then what happens if I draw from the 401k? Of course, there's a penalty because you get taxed on those dollars. So better to wait to 59 and a half. Make sure you get that a half year in to withdraw. Obviously, if you keep your money in longer in the market, you start to make more money. But if you feel your health is not at par, you should stop withdrawing. If you need to also make withdrawals on qualified expenses, 401k does allow for such. And I'm not going to get too deep into it. This is just about, in general, what a 401k looks like. And you can use it for to purchase a first-time home buyer, for funeral expenses, any qualification that will meet these criteria for hardship, such as money to avoid foreclosures and all the above.
Fifth kind of goes hand in hand. There's experts that are out there that will tell you to contribute to your individual retirement account anywhere from 6% to 15%. But in the book from the Automatic Millionaire, he always says if you're able to contribute 7%, he said do 2% more. So do more. So for me, I'm going to take, I normally take out 7%. I'm going to add 2% to that. I'm going to take out 9%. That way I'm getting closer to my Automatic Millionaire status.
Again, to get close to an Automatic Millionaire, distributions can be distributed over when you turn 59 and a half here. And I alluded to earlier about be able to pull out your 401k for any hardships, any qualified expenses. So, and also of note, if you turn the age of at least 50, you're able to contribute an additional $6,000 more for a total of $29,000. That is an amazing amount of money to be setting aside in your retirement to be closer toward your Automatic Millionaire status.
Last is retirement age. We're not going to go too deep in this video because it can go on forever, because at a certain age you can withdraw from your retirement account with a better taxable income at 67.5 versus compared to 59.5. And even I talked about a little bit, kind of hinted at Social Security. You waited a little bit longer, you get more benefits as far as Medicare.
Again, age matters. If you can wait a little bit longer to receive your Social Security benefits or wait a little bit longer to retire, here's some key takeaways from Investopedia. If you wait till 65 years old to retire, you're able to get all the benefits and qualify for Medicare benefits at 65. And you take Social Security at 70, your monthly benefits will increase by as much as 32%. Larger check every month in the mail if you wait till 70 years old. Congress is looking at to raise the minimum distribution of select retirement accounts, so the age may be approaching 73 years old as we live longer and healthier lives.
I appreciate every single one of you watching these videos. You're here because you believe personal finance independence is achievable and attainable, and you're serious about taking your finances next level. I don't believe we're here to just work a regular job for 40 years and retire. It has to be more than that. See you in the next video.